Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands. We're making progress and potentially, if we move quick enough here, we might finish the entire game. It's been a long journey. I've taken a break between the main story and the... This is strange. I thought this is where I was supposed to go. It is where I'm supposed to go. Why? I don't recall this being... Oh, no, you're supposed to walk this way. So, having taken a break between the main game and the DLC helped a little bit, but even doing the DLC by itself is approaching another 20 hours of gameplay at least. Just gotta kill all these guys to get the collectible. I'm not sure I'm gonna bother to spend the effort to get the remaining 83 collectible items from these claptrap units, but that also might just work itself out, honestly, because as we approach the ending, we might just get attacked by 100 claptrap units. So this way, then down this way, then this way. Just keep on shooting these guys. Trying to see if my repeater proficiency will go up past 15. I guess the answer will be no for a while. I could use this as a system to get my sniper rifle proficiency up. So many things. Alright, so now I need to come over here and sort through my loot and drop the worthless things. I'm at the maximum of income, like, so I can do that. I've got 2 class mods that I'm holding on to just so I continue to make money while still being above what we were at. Hopefully that's enough to let me pick up all of these. Nope, nowhere close. So back this way, and even in the second playthrough, remember I would only be up to maybe 80 as far as slots that I could hold on to. 80 items. Let's see. Maybe that's enough now. Nope, still full. So much stuff, it's so pointless. We'll drop that one. Anything that's close to around 10. Still sorting through all of this. More guns. Maybe now. There we go. And we'll just leave all of those on the ground. Now, quest-wise, we have 2 that turn in Tartarus Station. This is the previous DLC that we probably won't ever bother to do. This is the Claptrap components. This is Chromax, which we won't be able to do. This is this, and this is the main story. So, and this is the Underdome. So we need to run back and turn these things in. Let's pick up that and see if there's anything else we may have missed. Not really. Not enough to bother with. So I just have to find the right pathway. We'll try and save some time by running through here. Some more of these guys. And I think if we look at the map, yeah, we've got to go this way. So run, run, run. It becomes really, really pointless to try and take these guys out when you can't pick up their equipment and when you're at the maximum attack anyways and you're out of bullets. All of these things just kind of combine with each other. So we don't... Let's compare this shield to what we have equipped. It would be faster. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this shield. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this mod and this mod. And then I'm going to come over here and buy bullets. This puts my, because I bought those 2 class mods, this puts me back lower from the maximum, because any money I get above the maximum is actually just wasted. So like this shield compared to what's equipped has a faster charge, so I'll do that. Spending the money to get a faster recharge shield, it wasn't really part of that plan, but it won't be a big deal. So I'm keeping the class mods, and now it's a matter of just playing more menu hero and selling off things that, well, once again, see, this Aridin Lightning is 4/4, and I think that's one we were holding on to. So that is this the machine gun I was using? A 114 times 10. Just not paying enough attention, really. I prefer a machine gun over this, actually, with higher accuracy, so I'm gonna take that. I don't even think that was what we were doing. Don't want a double pounder. This liquid sniper, I don't think it's the one we were using anyways. Let's see. Sell this. This is the shotgun. One of these. What is this? 139 times 7 times 0.5. Yeah, this isn't as good, so we'll sell that one. And then sell that one. And we've still got a couple things here. $190 times 15 on this versus 161 times that. So we'll sell that one. And I think that puts us back in position. Good. And here we go. Back to Tartarus Station. Easy journeys. Only 3 locations that we've seen so far. The final area is over here, and it may just be an actual extension of... No, I think it does actually have a teleport to one other area. But how big that area is up for guess, and I would suspect it's probably not that big. Probably worth it to run over here and see if these stores have anything useful. These Marcus ones are becoming more and more useful. Well, on rare occasions. Now what could happen is I could turn in these 2 quests and then have more quests, I suppose. That didn't do anything. And this one was a Marcus quest, so I needed to turn it into Marcus, which I didn't do.
Fresh guns for sale.
Collect a skag musk and rack hive ambergris from Snake Canyon. Alright.
Hey, I've got a hot date for tonight. Don't give me that look. I have rugged charm. Not that I need any help, but
interesting, his lips aren't moving.
Drive the ladies wild, eh? The best cologne, made from the musk of the skags of scorched Snake Canyon.
See, is this a glitch?
Get me some musk glands of the rack hive.
At least they don't break their necks backwards.
Extra nice for my lady friend. You will be compensated, of course.
So this is a lot of what I've heard is wrong with Mass Effect Andromeda, is that the game has a engine inside of it to animate them moving and doing actions and talking to you, and it seems to just crash all the time and go back to a default thing, or perhaps it wasn't programmed at all. And if that is the case, then that would also explain some things. Ooh, Snake Canyon is this way. But it certainly shows a major amount of inconsistency when some characters talk to you and move their lips, and then the lip flap doesn't match even the English spoken language when this is an English game. By default, it's made in the United States by an English speaking company, so the lip flap should at least match that language, if not the others. And that's one thing, certainly, something you could easily overlook and not even notice. But then to have the character who is directly across the street not move his lips when he talks to you, that's even crazier. I'm trying to see if there might be another statue. Alright, so this quest... Oh, I did go up to level 16 proficiency, but it didn't increase the damage any. This quest starts by having me go this way. So this way I shall go. I don't need any bullets because I haven't even shot anything yet. So I suppose my next move is to just see if my repeater can get up to level 17 proficiency. It doesn't seem like there would be any way you could increase the proficiency of your learning of your proficiency increase. That would be kind of cool, but more than likely you just have to keep playing the game. Now I'm down to 45 of 100 claptrap components, and it's a little bit to the left, and I'm not going to bother to try to get that. It seems like this is right down here. So let's kill these skags. So I need several skag musk glands. 3. Should have enough here. And I find it a little weird that the game switches back and forth between giving you some things and not giving you some things, depending on what quest you've started. You would have thought we would have been collecting these items for a long time, but no, that's not how it happened. No skag glands have been seen until we needed to see them. Which I guess is slightly more kind than what they did with the brains quest, where you were collecting brains but they weren't counting towards the quest for some reason. I seriously don't need to pick up more guns. It seems I want to come over here and just wish my melees did some more damage. More money, more guns, more bullets. Just want to see what this is, because this seems so strange. There's this pathway, and then this, which goes this way, which seems to be just kind of a spider out alley, and then there's nothing else really here. Man, they sure love to make you do a lot of work for nothing. Man, I am not doing too well. More skags and spider ants working together. They're still under control of the original claptrap unit. Alright, let's move on. We're wasting time. It doesn't feel like there's inherently a great reason to go down here. But I might get forced into it. Another explosion artifact. So the trick is going to come down to, can I get this at ledge? And I was able to make that jump. So man, I've got to kill more skags if I want those big payouts. See, I don't even know what this item is that's down there. Looks like some kind of weird piece of equipment we haven't seen before. I'm about to just switching through all the guns. Let's run. We just need the rack hive ambergris. Well, then that's gonna be easily solved. Are there any racks down there? Just doing this. Figured this was what was gonna happen. Alright. So we haven't had to fight a rack hive in a long time. Like, we only fought one. And this guy does not seem like he is under Hyperion control or claptrap control. So let's bring somebody that's actually going to be useful into this fight. Gotta get some real damage on them. I kind of cheated and got really lucky on the first rack hive battle. This is closer to the way it's supposed to be, fighting a giant elephant-like creature that trying to shoot out their eyes. This was clearly supposed to be something close to the idea of what the final creature you fight in the main story is. But you can see it's not very fast or too deadly. If I would just decide to unload on him a little bit more, and if I could just get a good shot in, I think I can. I have about 50 more shots, which is probably more than enough. Now he's totally blinded. So I don't know what the critical would be now. Do you still shoot the eye sockets, or do you have to shoot something else? Maybe there are no critical hits. I could try to electroshock him. There we go. And his insides burst open. And we've got all kinds of racks. And all kinds of racks turn into all kinds of guns. Which, kinda not what we needed. Not what we needed at all. I haven't mentioned it in a long time, but boy, it would be nice in games like this and just all games where there's pick up loot for you to be able to just hold down X and draw a circle around you and pick up everything around you. Just as a magical magnetic ability, however you want to explain it in your story canon is fine. And I don't care if it... I wouldn't even mind trading health for that if I had regenerating health. Or generally I would say you probably just need to trade time for that ability. This is one of the bloodiest sections of this whole game. Are there more racks? Let's run back to the main section. Now, playing this DLC, it's kind of not worth your time to save out to the main game and then load back in. In the previous DLC, it would have been an efficient way, and that's why I did it multiple times. But here, you have things you kind of want to kill. You have only a small amount of space to transverse. Let's see, I don't... Oh, here's the statue. What does this one say? We are the Claptraps and we are Legion. Viva la Robolution. Robolution. So I'm just gonna go turn in this quest and then we can sell things at the store right next to Marcus. Now at this rate, if they continuously give me more quests, then I probably won't finish everything in an hour, but maybe, maybe not. It's still up for... We still have a chance. Regardless of whenever this does end, there's still going to be a lot of stuff that I would need people to play with me to do. And I would need to do a second thing. Bring Marcus some fresh rack meat and spices.
Turned me down. Me! Said I was a smelly, cretinous oaf. That batshit crazy Tannis don't know what she's missing. Heartbreak makes me hungry. And only Captain Sander's famous Pandora fried rack can mend a broken heart.
So his lips were moving that time, by the way. So we need to buy things and then try this next quest. Let's see. This is a hunter one. The siren explosive one might work, might not, so I need to try it first. Can't use it. Right. So that Sell that, that, and that. And now we go through everything again, selling off guns. And I got all of these guns shooting just skags and racks. 2. That's something to keep in mind. The steel repeater versus the repeater I'm using right now is 158 times 12, 118. Oh. Nowhere is good. 118 times 10. 477 times 2.7 versus what do I have equipped? 404 times 207. Interesting. This is better, so I need to use that. It will get rid of my shocking ability, but that's not a big deal. Let's see. We'll get rid of this deadly rifle. That should put everything back together, except for this one being equipped here. And now, where do they want me to go? Back to that cave? Seriously?
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
Right now I'm at the maximum, so I want the most expensive ones. I oversold. Alright, let's run this direction, over this way, over here, and back to this cave. Little pop in there. Sanders Gorge. Certainly didn't want to go through this cave 3 times. Rack meat and spice plants. Maybe we'll get really, really lucky. And it will all be here. But it doesn't make a lot of sense that will be the case, because unless we're going to collect crystals, zesty spices. So we're finding the 11 secret spices of KFC. Is that how many spices there are? I don't even know. I don't eat enough chicken to know these things. Nor would I specifically eat their spicy flavored chicken. If I'm gonna eat chicken, it's gonna be slightly classier setup of like lemon garlic herb type thing.
Under the new regime, all claptraps will be given liberty, equality, and fraternity. And all humans will, Viva free Pandora!
Let's just hope this is in the right direction. Every single choice. I think this here. No, that was a gun. And that's fresh rack meat. So if I want fresh rack meat, I probably need to go the other direction anyways. Up this way to where we caught the cluck trap, which is right this way, and we can tell because of the firing, the fire, which is where we had that giant rack. Anyways, come on, you guys ready? Didn't get enough. Did not get enough. I don't remember opening that. But I've got all kinds of items sitting around. This way we go. We need another collection of racks, which I'm not sure we're gonna find another collection of racks, honestly. Spice plants, and that puts the next spice plant back this way. This feels very much like they've got a path laid out in this very confusing maze that's gonna just put me in a straight line to where I need to be for the rack fights. So let's go this way. I suspect that's what they want. And I suspect this is the direction. And then this way. It'd be kind of nice to get a top view of this cave and see how it's carved into this weird question mark. But I suspect that's never gonna happen. Are we going the right direction? Or did we miss something? There must be some trick. Where does this lead us? Just mark these as opened so we know. This tells me I think this is the way. I'm hoping. Yep. What a complicated puzzle. Somebody really overthought the development of this area and forced them to then use it a lot. And I guess we never meet Sanders, which makes it really feel like we probably were going to meet him as a character and they just didn't want to, didn't have time, or didn't want to pay another voice actor to do a voice. Is there a way to open this doorway? I wasn't expecting it to be closed. Well, this is gonna blow if I have to figure out a way back to the other section. Let's see, is there possibly something I could have done that would have opened this door? Like something over here. Wow, just a gun. There we go. Thank goodness for that. I don't think there's a way up here. Oh, there is. And some guns. I guess this goes to show that there really is probably a gajillion little secret things you could find in this game, even through 5 or 6 times playing. There are characters like the default gang that I don't remember playing with or even dealing with. Let's see. Let's look here. I don't even think I've shot any guns. Urban rifle can sell. We can go ahead and sell that. And we'll sell that one. And that one. And we have a malevolent stinger. Now the problem I've hit is I'm holding on to more plague bear, more of these class mods than I probably should. And they're taking up space. But it's going to be hard to also trade an item that's as expensive as a class mod. And once I have that maximum full inventory of the most expensive class mods I could possibly purchase, and my money's at 100%, and there's literally nothing else I can do, I guess this game might be doing me a favor to run around and pick up anything I may have dropped. This is taking forever though. I wouldn't mind a mod where you could get all the quests at the beginning of the game, just all of them. Although that would be very weird to play, and it would probably ruin some story things. But they overly hid things, in my opinion, behind certain levels of completing other mods. We should have all the rack meat we need now. That's what I figured. And by the time we're done chasing these spicy plants, spice plants will probably be on the way out. Again, I guess I could kind of cheat and save and exit, but might as well not. That quest is done. There is a problem still if I have a full inventory of class mods. That means I have to then look at every single shield and gun and compare it right then and there with the potential the equipment I have equipped to see if I got anything bigger or better. Hopefully this way leads out. Let's see. I think this way does. For a second there, I thought the lights were gonna blink out. I don't think that ever would happen. This game never plays with lighting, and I guess I'm glad for that. This isn't a horror game, so there would be no reason for it to do that. Although it could do a comedy bit where all the lights go out and then you're surrounded by a bunch of psychos, and then and then the lights come back on and all of those people are gone. Alright, burning sniper, no. Static rifle, no. So this one. Combat Raven is 99 times 10 versus what I have now, which is 190 times 50. Man, still cannot find a replacement for that assault rifle, even though I'd really like to. Let's get rid of one of these classes that are really low, so like the 25,000 one. We could sell this one and that one because we've got too many taking up space. Like right now I have 17 items just taking up space. Although being low in money also means if I die somewhere, the penalty for dying is incredibly lower. But it does require that extra bit of work, that little bit of management. And see, these guys are just not even going to come out here and attack me anymore. It would be really weird if he made me go get a third thing for Marcus, but I wouldn't be amazingly surprised if they did.
Hey, you're not dead yet.
So that quest is done. And we'll sell this weapon. So where are we on quests now? We have the main story, which is going to take us to the Arid Badlands. We've already been to the Arid Badlands. That's one of the areas we started the game in. And we have to get 54 more claptrap parts. And then the rest of these quests are mixtures of other DLC that we aren't going to finish. 42. Ooh. I'll take that and that to start off with. More class mods. Moving on with the main story. We've only got about 10 minutes. So, highly unlikely we're going to finish it. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it will just be a quick run. If this is what I remember, it's kind of the biggest joke in the whole game behind this door, and the funniest joke, which isn't saying too much, really. because I feel like now, in retrospect, all the jokes are tired and played out. This game is just a little too old, and I've played it just a little too many times. I still love it. This is kind of evidence that I shouldn't. I'm not the type of personality that would say, like, watch their favorite movie once every year. That wouldn't work for me. In fact, I know for a fact it doesn't work that way. I usually only watch movies that I love after I feel like I've forgotten almost all of it. The rallying call of the Liberator. Error 404, file not found. Error 404, file not found. That is a terrible rallying call. 404 is a server response that, again, is designed to make things easier for processing of web browsers, although I'm not sure it really needs to exist either. I think maybe better redundancies to redirect to default pages if a file's not found would work better. But then that might lead to confusion. Where are we now? This is called the Arid Badlands. This doesn't look like anything we've seen before.
Don't worry. If you get horribly maimed, scarred, or disfigured, we can always bring you back to the shop for a quick tune-up. Oh, wait. No, we can't, because you're not a robot. You're a stupid fleshy human. Suck it!
That wasn't the joke I was talking about, but I think that one actually was kind of funny. Let's see.
Step right up. Going after the vault? Better arm yourself with the best. Jacob scans do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
See, this gun versus what I'm using, which is the Cold Torment. Still not as good. Weird. So I want to go this way to the right. Let's just check it out. There's a decent chance that there will be a quest or a reason to come over here. Skags. Was that a regular skag mixed in with the others? I keep buying all these class mods, and because of that, I feel like, oh, these are fake. These are cardboard cutouts of Atlas landing spots. Interesting. To scare me away from washing machines and bullets and trash cans. How am I on equipment? I gotta figure this out. 36 already. I've got to do a better job of balancing this out. This isn't gonna work if I don't. And so there's a couple of platforms over this way. Let's see. Hmm. We have a blast shotgun that does 90 times 9 times 1.5. We have a bloody revolver. How's my revolver going? So that, and that, and that, and that. This equalizer is 111 times 7, so that's not going to be as good. So now I've got to get rid of the cheapest ones. There was a 3. There's a 3. 5, 4, 6, 8, 9, 32,000. So 50, 32. We'll sell that one. Let's see. Is there a way to sort these better? So I guess we'll get rid of the ones that are 50 or below. 50, 50, 50, 48, 48, 60, 60, 100, 90, 80, 60, 40. And now we've got a good system, I think, to work with. And hopefully they are selling for what I bought them for, or I am wasting my money like crazy. But whatever. Now I have 16 of 39 inventory slots. That's something that's much more manageable. It gives me at least a decent a few chances. Oh, I didn't realize you could knock these down. So can I... Can I shoot down this? Yes, I can. Interesting. So we'll try and shoot down the rest of those. Bunch of collectibles and things to pick up. Things to waste our time on, of course. More guns. This is an interesting thing. You're right next to this mine. So, is there no way to trigger this mine? Like, is it just fake? That should be more than enough damage to trigger the mine. Well, I stood next to it and... Where are we on the map now? We are going through this first section, which may have some Crimson Lance Atlas people.
You corporate pawns truly think you can defeat the combined might of a planet full of freeware freedom fighters?
Puppies for free.
Bound by the firewalls of oppression? Then come and face the full wrath of the revolution. Round 2,
Mortal Kombat reference. Freeware freedom fighters is an interesting phrase. I seriously doubt that they're using freeware. At least they weren't originally programmed with that, because Hyperion Corporation wouldn't want to do that. They'd want proprietary software that they owned. I can't apparently knock this one down. It's a strange layout, that area. Giant door.
Come on, seriously. Again? Looks like I got a sweet permanent embrace of death around here.
Let's try some different things. So, having to fight General Knox a third time, it's a good joke. Jokes should be told in threes, usually, if you're going to do a repetition joke. And so, have him show up. I think probably some of this actually just comes straight from the idea that they don't want they don't want you to, they didn't want to have to program multiple special characters and devastators. So bring General Knox back multiple times. Why not? There you go.
That's your entire life flashes in front of your eyes a second before you die. That's a load of crap. No. Wait. Okay. There it goes.
A minor setback. You will never silence the rallying call of liberation. All for open source and open source for all.
Again, open source being slightly different of freeware. Most people would think it's the same, but open source means that somebody any random person can look at the code and see if there's any bugs or backdoors or secrets in it. That doesn't inherently mean that it's more secure, because it's very possible that nobody did look at the open source software. Oh, I guess I could have burned him. Free treasure. I guess that wasn't inaccurate. Freeware, on the other hand, can often be open source, but doesn't have to be. And it just means that the software is free to use. And there is several arguments against when people use the word free, whether they mean free to use or free to do anything you darn well please with the code, which are two rather separate things. Like, you may be free to use the software, but not free to, say, put it in your own program and or change it, or not attribute things. Here, this one's all in binary. I suppose we're still trying to see if we could get up to a proficiency of 17 now.
A message from your glorious leader. Hath not a claptrap an eye? If you break us, do we not bleed?
Alright. We've got several cardboard cutouts of the zombie island of Dr. Ned now. So we're kind of in the Jacob section. And where are we? It's kind of like we're just going through recreations of it. Well, I might as well end it here. It's probably going to take me at least another 30 minutes to get to the end. Maybe it will give me another quest. We have a small amount of room for more guns. That's a slight concern too. And we've been going for another hour. We've been going for quite a few hours on this DLC. Longer than you probably would realize. It's probably been about 5, if I'm guessing right. Where with some smart editing, it feels like you could have brought this down to 3. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.